2023 is over and a new year has begun. You probably have a whole list of New Year's resolutions, such as going to the gym and shrinking that inner tube, which has gotten more enormous thanks to all the Christmas cooking you shoved down your pie hole. And you probably swore to treat your family and friends a lot better. Well, you can add one more New Year's resolution to your list. Hi, SA here, and when I'm not sounding like a complete knucklehead on the computer, I'm also a published author, and I have a deal for you. Remember to get your copy of Glitch, a precarious duo, and its sequel, Glitch, The Future is Unwritten. You can get them on either Kindle or paperback. Both are available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other fine bookstores. The links are down below in the description. You will enjoy this crime thriller tale of a kidnapped teen model and a reluctant jewel thief who are on the run from the law while on the treadmill at the gym. And I'm not just some one-hit wonder either. I have more books coming down the pike, so as long as I don't die in my sleep. Stuart? Stuart? You'll see those other books too. Now let's get back to the video. Hello again. SA here. What is theft? What's stealing? Well, it's pretty basic. According to English common law, it's basically depriving someone's property permanently through illegal actions. Or if you're in my neighborhood, basically means someone gave themselves a 5-finger discount. Because back when I was a wee little pup, used to go to the Don's and Jeans store, liquor store on the corner. It's not there anymore. And sometimes people go in there and be boosting stuff. Not me, because I was too worried about my parents. I mean, if my parents, caught me stealing, oh my God, they would whoop my ass to no end. But I would see other people going in there boosting like a package of ding dongs or some damn juicy fruit gum. And sometimes it's also these big old, like really scary looking brothers went in there and boosted some damn Hostess pies. Those damn with the fruit filling inside. They don't make those anymore either. Well, here in the modern era, you see people thieving all the time, in public, on camera. And usually not just one or two brothers either. It's just like a whole mob of them. Indeed, in my zip code, we had an incident just recently where it looked like at least half the neighborhood showed up at some bakery shop, and they took some repurposed ragged-ass Toyota-looking car and bashed in the damn front door of the damn place, and they bum-rushed the damn place and stole all the damn baked goods. And of course, the guy who owned the shop, he wasn't home at the time. But man, when that thing, I'm pretty certain he was to no end when that damn report ended up on the damn 11 o'clock news, and he was saying like, "What the fuck?" But it's not just people stealing damn baked goods from the local bake shop either. There's people going to Lululemon, going into the damn Macy's store, and just grabbing anything they can get their hands on. All the high-end purses, shoes, grabbing the damn outfits they know they can't wear, and just bum rushing out of the store. And it's not just happening in my zip code. It's happening in New York, happening in San Francisco, happening in Seattle, Portland. There's nothing much there that's left still because Antifa destroyed everything and burned everything down. Yeah, it's just crazy, nutty. I mean, good grief, just a couple of years ago, the damn people ransacked the damn financial district in downtown Chicago. Went nuts. Damn people was trying to kick in the door of the damn Damn, what's that damn store? Prada store. Yeah, and the Gucci store too. Of course, they couldn't get inside the Gucci store because I think they had ballistic glass, so they tried. I mean, they tried real hard. I mean, took the car and tried to drive right through the damn front window. Couldn't get in. And then some knucklehead took out his damn 12 gauge and tried to shoot some holes in it. Didn't quite make it through. So, what do you say? Chicago. But anyway, all these people stealing and don't care if the people are recording their faces. They got no shame. They don't seem to care who's looking at them. They don't care at all. And then you say, well, maybe they hungry, as the stupid AOC once said. Well, believe me, these people ain't stealing loaves of bread like Jean Valjean. And of course, anyone who's ever read that book, Les Miserables, knows what I'm talking about. No. These people are stealing high-end stuff. And what are they doing with it? Well, I know some of these damn people stealing the stuff and walking around with damn near $1,000 Prada red leather high heel boots. No. They're doing it for organized crime. No shit. And then you say, well, isn't organized crime always been thieving? Yeah. But they were allergic to cameras. I mean, anyone who's ever saw Goodfellas, which was based on a true story, knows how the mob used to do things. They used to, pay off the truck driver. Told the truck driver to park his truck at a rest stop and take a long coffee break and leave the keys in ignition. And then the Bentnos would show up and steal the truck, and then next thing you know, they have like a whole shipment of cigarettes, or maybe a whole shipment of a damn laundry soap or whatever, and then they would turn around and sell it. Where they sell it to? Usually some mob connected store or whatever. Well, anyway, these organized crooks nowadays, they're putting the stuff up on eBay. Yeah. So if you go on eBay and you see some really nice Italian leather loafers, and someone's selling them for like 2 bits, they probably were pinched. Yeah, they probably were pinched. But then again, this is what happens when people steal. I mean, sometimes they don't steal because they need to. Sometimes people steal because they want to. And indeed, when I was young, someone famously said, if you're going to steal $2 million. Why? Because the first $1 million is for your lawyer when you get caught. And in some cases, some of these knuckleheads do get caught. Indeed, when these knuckleheads stormed the Grove, really snazzy shopping center, not too far from my zip code, let's just say LAPD wasn't happy about that. I mean, going down to the damn poor neighborhood and knocking over a damn bakery shop is one thing. Going up into the nice people's neighborhood, knocking over a major boutique shopping center, oh no, they don't like that shit. And actually tracked those clowns down too. And then, of course, our no good ass George Soros bought and paid for a DA. They left half those knuckleheads go. So there you go. And then, of course, the funny thing about stealing is that it goes 2 ways. Indeed, someone famously said that there's 2 kinds of thieves. People who steal little, like back when I was a kid, stealing that damn packet of damn Mike and Ike's, or stealing some package of Now and Laters, and then people who steal big. I'm talking really big. In fact, anyone who remembers the first Die Hard film, what did that guy Hans Gruber tell the audience? He said that if you knock over a liquor store and steal $600, the police might find you. But if you steal $600 million, they will find you. Unless, of course, they think you're dead. Well, right now as we speak, someone is planning one of the biggest heists in modern history. Bigger than the Great Train Robbery. Bigger than that incident that happened in Georgia when that guy robbed the Brinks building and stole $25 million. No, this is way bigger. Someone's planning to steal not 1, not 2, but $300 billion billion. Cash money, $100 bills. And they're not even trying to hide the fact they're going to steal it. And you say, who's planning to steal it? The Atlantic Council. And who they plan to steal it from? Oh, those dreaded Ruskies. And you say, oh, who cares about those clowns? Yeah, well, maybe you should. Because right now, as we speak, they got this Davos deal about the kickoff. And Zelensky, Mr. Old, dirty T-shirt himself, or as Tucker Carlson referred to him as that old sweaty strip mall manager. He's cooked up a real snazzy deal. And he wants you to be a part of it. Yeah. According to the brothers at the Duran.com, yeah, this clown, Zelensky, he's planning to issue reparation bonds. And you say, what the fuck is that? Well, I guess it's self-explanatory. Bonds issued by his so-called government to people that will basically buy him, like damn promissory notes, like the damn, or the savings, or remember the war bonds that was issued by the U.S. government during World War II? Yeah, sort of like that. Except these are called reparation bonds. And then you say, well, a lot of governments issue bonds, so what? Well, this is probably going to like. He's going to use for collateral? Not what you think. Nope. He ain't going to put his house up as collateral. No way. Nuh-uh. No way. He needs those houses in case the roof caves in and he has to flee the country. Nope. He's going to use $300 billion and frozen Russian funds that he doesn't even have control over. And that's going to be the collateral. And you say, what? Yeah. And you say, is that legal? Depends who you ask. If you ask any DA or even any lawyer who's worked his weight in the law books, they'll probably tell you it doesn't pass the smell test. And yet, that's what he's planning to do. And the Atlantic Council is backing him up all the way. Why? Maybe because a bunch of lawyers told the Atlantic Council that you can freeze someone's assets, but you can't steal them. And indeed, anyone who remembers what happened back in the 70s when the old Ayatollah rock and roller took over Iran, the United States froze Iran's assets that hadn't been in the United States. Changing government we don't like, we'll freeze their assets. Okay, there you go. But guess what? Even though that happened almost 50 years ago, the United States, which is not friendly to the people in Tehran at all, they never stole the money. They just froze it. Why? Probably because Jimmy Carter, who froze those funds, even he had enough common sense to know that you can freeze those Iranian funds, but you can't just steal them. Well, jump forward to the present day. Old Sleepy Joe and all these knuckleheads in the Atlantic Council like Sunak and damn Orlan and, oh my God, the stupid, that damn Frenchie. I can't think of his name. It's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't get it out of my mouth. I'll think of it in a second. Yeah, all those knuckleheads are joining hands and say, yeah, let's do this. Even though smart people say, don't do this. Because, why? First of all, it's against the law. You can't just steal people's money. Unless, of course, you have like a serious legal judgment against them. And that has not occurred at all. So then they say, why are they doing it? Well, primarily out of spite. I mean, they don't like the old dreaded Vlad over there in Moscow, so they say, yeah, let's just take his money. Fuck him. But I think it's another reason. Why? Because the pot has run dry. You say, what pot is that? Oh, the Let's Fund the Ukraine War pot. Yeah, that's right. Because anyone who's paying attention, back when that mess first started, yeah, damn stupid old Sleepy Joe and old Boris Johnson, when he was still in charge of England, they were writing checks like a drunken sailor on the weekend, just throwing the money, just throwing all kinds of bags of money at the damn people in Kiev. Well, guess what? What difference 2 years makes? Yeah, all that money, all those checks they were writing. Well, guess what? They checked the bank balance and it's like negative 100 billion. Yeah, there's no more money in the pot. And wait for it. You ready? The American Congress. I can't say much about British Parliament, but American Congress. They said, you know what? We ain't giving that dirty T-shirted strip mall manager any more money, because we got problems here at home, and our people are more important than his filthy rat-like ass. And I say, yeah, I concur. And now, idiot Sleepy Joe and stupid Lloyd Austin, whose balls are totally rotting off at the seams, they're sitting there running around trying to find any money at all to give to old stupid Zelensky. Problem is they can't find any. And the last time Zelensky showed up with his begging bowl, sounding like Oliver from Oliver Twist, saying, "Please, more, sir." Biden couldn't even give him a measly $60 million. $60 million with an M. Even though he originally went to Congress and said he wanted 60 billion with a B. And of course, Congress said, fuck you. And of course, the Germans said the same thing. Germans said, hey, brother, we tapped out too. And then recently he went to the damn people in Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia, and with begging, he said, please, any little bit can help. And I think he got like maybe 25 million out of them. Yeah. Yep. It probably sucks to be Zelensky right now. The country's all shot full of holes. All your people are dead and dying. At least the ones who haven't fled the country completely. And all those magic wonder weapons that the Americans gave you, like HIMARS and damn stupid Javelin missiles, they ain't working too well now, huh? And as for the Ruskies, well, let's just say, yeah, they're hurting, but not as much as Zelensky. They lost people, not as much as the Ukrainians. And, wait for it, unlike the Ukrainians, the Ruskies got more, much more. Oh yeah. But that $300 billion in Russian funds, yeah, but the Russians don't have that. And neither do Zelensky. But the damn brothers at the Duran, they said that this whole deal is going to blow up in these people's faces. Because they said, A, no one's going to buy those bonds. Especially since the collateral isn't actually in control of Zelensky. So then they said that more likely than not, various, what we call, the Federal Reserve Bank, or what they call the state banks, they will likely be forced to buy those damn worthless bonds. And they are worthless.
No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the
Ignore that. And then, of course, the way things going to happen when Ukraine is going to lose this war. And let's not even pretend, unless somebody drops like 100 nukes on Moscow, Ukraine is going to lose this war. What do you think is going to happen then? Yeah, all those state banks will be on the hook for $300 billion that they don't technically have, because it's technically not their money. Yep. And wait for it. You ready? Multiple people, smart people, people who know banks, said that if these knuckleheads pull this stunt and steal that money, ooh, Nelly, you're going to see a run on these Western banks that you will not believe. I mean, people probably remember the run on the banks that they had in Argentina. I think it was back in the 90s when the Argentinian peso collapsed. Yeah, it's going to be worse than that. And people who are like really old, who probably have a vague memory of the run on the banks they had right after the stock market crash back in, was it 1928? It's going to be worse than that because you're dealing with the various state institutions. Like, for example, the sovereign wealth fund of, say, such as Saudi Arabia and all those damn Gulf Arab states. Yeah, they got a lot of money. How much money? Don't know, but it's a lot in a lot of Western banks. And if they think for even a nanosecond that some knucklehead over in the Atlantic Alliance might get their ass on their shoulders and say, hey, let's steal Saudi Arabia's money just for the hell of it. You think they're gonna, the damn people in Riyadh gonna keep their money in some damn Western bank? No. Hell no. And it's not just them too. The Hindus, they got a lot of money in Western banks as well. Then they gonna keep their money in those damn banks? Fuck no. And think of all those tin-pot dictators scattered around the world. They got money in Western banks. How much? I don't know. Then they gonna leave their money in those damn banks? F no. And then you talk about people in the banking business, they said that will be absolutely disaster for the banking industry, especially the Western banking industry, because they rely on those damn funds in those banks because it helps the banks look solvent. If people pull their money out of the bank, guess what? The bank collapses. And yet these people think they can pull this stunt. Talk about cutting off your nose to spite your ass. I tell you, some of these people who are supposedly in charge, man, they got no sense. God gave a goose, and that's an insult to gooses. And don't think, well, we're gonna somehow avoid the shock of that, because we got banks here in the United States that got a bunch of foreigners' money in there, and we're part of this too. And if we pull this stunt and steal that Russian money, you don't think all those foreign countries are going to pull their money out of banks here in the United States? Of course they are. Of course they are. And it's going to hurt our banking sector. It's going to hurt a lot. And if you got money in a bank right now, it's going to hurt you. So what can you do about it? I don't know. Take your money out of the bank and invest it in crypto, I suppose. And you say, but crypto, that thing's so wobbly. Yeah, we think crypto's wobbly. If these clowns pull this stunt, stealing that Russian money, and all these foreigners take their money in response, take their money out of Wells Fargo, Chase Manhattan, and Bank of America, guess what? Our banking system is going to be a lot more wobblier than any damn Bitcoin. That's for sure. Yeah, I tell you. And these damn people's being charged supposed to be the smart ones. What a joke. Yeah, well, that's all I gotta say about these knuckleheads trying to steal other people's money and think they can get away with it because Zelensky, when this whole damn deal blows up in his face, and you know it's going to blow up in his face, you think he's going to end up in jail? Well, if if karma is a thing, he should, but he probably won't. Yeah, that little scumbag, he'll probably flee the country and end up living in some McMansion on some private island somewhere out there in the Pacific, or maybe in the Indian Ocean. I don't know. Yeah. Because usually how it works when people like that are running the world, they do their dirt, and then when it blows up in their faces, they run away and are sitting on a private beach somewhere collecting 20% interest on their ill-gotten gains. And let's not even pretend for a second that old Zelensky's probably got secret money hidden in some bank account, probably in Panama or damn Cyprus somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably spot on. Yeah. Well, that's all I gotta say about this. And you better hang on to your wallet because before someone else grabs onto it. And that's my opinion.